Our Nourish the Soul series. Today we are making Talbina, which is a prophetic food. It is part of the Sunnah. Our prophet in Islam, Muhammad, may peace and blessings be upon him, he would eat this food and share it with people when they were grieving or sad, and he said that it would help heal you. So let's make it. This is barley that I've had soaking for, I want to say about 5 or 6 hours now, and you can leave it for up to 24 hours. Make sure you wash it and then soak it so that it can absorb a ton of water. I should have been looking over there while I was talking, but I was looking over at this camera, which is always a little bit weird. Now I'm going to drain this water off. We're going to start by adding 4 cups or 1 liter of milk. We want this milk to come up to a boil and get hot. This was one of those dishes that I want to say just like a couple thousand people had mentioned when I talked about food that make you think of Ramadan, food that make you think of our religion or that connect you to it in some way. Talbina was huge. And apparently this is a dish that when somebody came to give condolences or somebody was sad or grieving, the hadeeth says that this was a dish that Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said was good for people who are sad. It comforted your soul. It helped you with grieving. It helped you heal. So this was something that they would cook and then share amongst the family members of people who were grieving or sad. You can see that this is starting to kind of simmer around the sides. Little bubbles are forming. We're going to add our barley. That's 1 cup of barley that I have soaked for several hours. You can see it's like a nice clumped up barley grains. We're going to let this come up to a boil, and then we're going to cook it for about 10 to 15 minutes until the grains are super soft and it's like a porridge. I did forget to talk about the dates, right? So this is sweetened in 2 ways. The first way is with dates directly in the porridge, and then we add a little bit of honey. So here's about half a cup of de-seeded and chopped up dates, and this is going to kind of melt into this porridge as it cooks. So this has just started to come up to a boil. We're going to let this be on between like a low boil and a high simmer. We don't want it to be like a rapid boil, but we don't want it to be like relaxed either. I want to show them what it looks like. It's this right here. So this has been on a nice low rolling boil for about 10 minutes. We're just going to let it come down and heat a little bit, and then I think we're ready to put the rest of it together. The last few ingredients are a little pinch of salt, because salt is also sunnah. Namak. You can see that milk has reduced down quite a bit. Yeah, it is. It's cooked. The barley is nice and tender. We're going to add about a tablespoon or 2 of honey. We're going to let this cook for about another 5 minutes, and then we're going to plate it up. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. They say you can eat this food hot or cold, and since Ramadan is now in the cold weather, I think eating it hot makes the most sense. I'll take a break to tell you, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the bell notification so you know every time we have a new video. Also leave a comment, tell me what foods help you heal your heart. And while you're here, subscribe, why not? We'd love to have you as part of the Afghan Cooks community. Until next time.